Alright, so while that charges back up, I think what we're going to do is we're going to tear all this out here anyways and get it set up so that we can get the fuel we need. Currently have 400 million RF stored inside that guy, so I'm thinking that we could use him for the battery when we tear all this out. That said, I was trying to find a way that we could make this growth of these guys better, and if you look at this, that's pretty good right there, right? Like you can get, if we had like 4 3x3s of these set up, we'd get plenty of this stuff. But what we're gonna do to make that work is use what's called growth accelerators. And if you look, they're not too hard to make, at least not at the stage that we're at here. Growth accelerators, they're just a block of inferium, which is just inferium essence, and some stone and a diamond, and they stack. The effects of them stack. So in here I have 20 underneath this guy. So I've got 20 of them here going up. And that's how they work, is that you put them underneath your soil level, and then the effects of them accelerating growth stack. So you can see, bam, really quick, right? So we should be able to set up a garden in here pretty easily of these. We don't need the sprinklers. We might use sprinklers anyways. I don't know how much that will help. And we'll basically replace this whole setup here, like what we're doing here with the plant gatherer. And we'll just collect a ton of them, and then we'll send that upstairs into that processing unit, and we'll probably tear those out, get rid of those cloches because they're just too slow, as it turns out. So I think I'm gonna do that here. We'll get that going in between episodes, or yeah, in between shots I should say, because this might be the start of the new episode here. And I'll get this set up so that we can start getting the materials we need to get this guy online and keep him online. This is fine for the deuterium, but the tritium needs a bigger supply of lithium coming in. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll talk to you guys after this is all done. Can we get a moment of silence for the old oil generator? You will be missed. Alright, so we've got 4 3x3 plots. Underneath each one of these squares there are 20 growth accelerators now. And I've gone ahead and hooked up some tanks and some sprinklers from Agricraft as well to try and keep this all moisturized and good above it. And now we're waiting on tier 4 crafting seeds to finish. Got about 5 minutes on that, and then we're going to turn those into lithium seeds. And once that's done, actually we'll probably have to make some more tier 4 or some superium essence. That's it. Probably have to make some more of this first. Once that's all done, I'm going to make lithium seeds, and then we can get all these crop plotted up and ready to go, and we'll see how well that does for us. So I'll be back when all that's done. Alright, all planted up with plant gatherers in here. You can see they're getting a lot pretty quick. I put range 4 add-ons on them, and that takes it out this far. Makes it a lot wider than it needs to be, and we could probably do 1 for both of them, but I kind of like the idea of the two versions here. So what we need now is an ender chest, probably 2. Ender chest. Let's make 2 of these guys real quick. 1, 2. And then let's get some dye. I don't know. Let's go orange. We'll just make these all orange. Orange, 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 orange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do it like this. Take these 2 guys and put them down real fast. Just slap them down here, and they're going to be all orange. These are going to be the orange, orange, orange. Make sure. Always look inside one of them to make sure you didn't already use that color pattern. Alright, and then we take you. Things take a while to break. Take you. We go over here, and we're going to put one of these ender chests here. Like this. Donk. And then we need item conduit. I don't know why I did that capital. Weird. Item conduit onto him. Item conduit onto him. This is insert, not extract. This is insert, not extract. And then these are the opposite. You're extracting, always active. You're extracting, always active. And so it'll start moving everything in here. Alright, now what we gotta do, let me turn off the range add-on here. Or the working area. Don't want to see that no more. Alright, so that'll be picking all that up. And then we're gonna come down here to this guy, and we're gonna put our other one, our other ender chest, like right behind these, I think. Maybe. What is that? That's power. Oh, that was the power conduit that was going into the cloches. I broke the cloches out because we don't need them anymore. Let's get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. That's power into the grinder. That's fine. I think this might be slightly confusing though, so we might redo this. Get rid of you. Don't need this one either. What we can do though is get power conduit. Ender energy conduit, I should say. Put that into here. Let's remove this. I don't like having extra attachments. It doesn't matter probably, but I don't like it. You know what I mean. That goes in there. So that's powering everything that way and powering that guy that way. This is the grinder. The pulverizer, I should say. And then what we can do is we can probably take this, put that there, and that's going to have all of that. And then what we can do is take item conduit into each of these guys here. Boop, boop, boop. These are the crafters. Boop, and then we can just go like a boop, like this, and then we can put this on round robin. Round robin enabled. And then it should start moving, always active. Should start moving them into these one at a time. Insert. 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 And insert. So yeah, these should be getting them in round robin style from that box. We can probably speed that up with upgrades and get some like Ender IO upgrades. What are they called again? Ender IO upgrade. Yeah, these things. Probably want the speed upgrade is what we want. The extract speed upgrade so that it happens quicker. Yeah, it looks like we could probably do a bunch of these. I think 15 is the max. What do we need? Electrical steel? Do we not have any electrical steel? Can I order electrical steel? You know what? For now, screw it. 10 should be fine. Let's do 10 extract speed upgrades. And then this should happen a lot quicker. There we go. There we go. That's what we want to see. And now it's all going to the grinder. And the grinder is, of course, grinding. Is he not getting power? He better be getting power. No, it's not what I wanted to do. Insert. Extract. Always active. Is it just going too quick? What's happening? Should still have power left. Let's see. Because we've got, right now we're running off the power in this. I've got the plug here. Internal power. Yeah, he's still got 315 million RF there, so we should be okay. Let's make you no limit. Let's just do disable limit here. Alright, there we go. Now he's... Alright, good. And then that should be making gas then, right? Got full tritium. Got full D-fuel. Got full deuterium. Are you full? Fuel-wise? He's full. I guess let's see if we can fire this thing up again. Let's make another hollow... I forget what that thing is called. at mechanism H. Where is it? This thing. Yeah. Alright, so we gotta go up and get our metal infuser and make this again. So I'll be back in a minute. Alright. Empty. Ready to go. So we take that guy. Then let's go up here. Let's get him in here. We charged up the laser already. So the laser should be ready to go. And we have like 800 still going up. Alright. Here we go. Bam. Alright, now let's see how quickly it burns through this fuel. It's burning through it quick. What about this stuff? 48. 47. Huh. So the catch might be that we need... It's not nighttime, is it? Oh, it's nighttime. Hold on. Hold on. We can fix that. Alright, let's check it now. No. Chemical oxidizers are running empty. I mean, this is going as quick as it can. That's pretty fast pulverizing, honestly. Storing 400 million. But at this rate, we're gonna... Yeah, we've already run out of gas on that side. Wonder if we run out of gas on this side. 3, 2, 1. What if we cut this connection, active a signal, and we cut this connection, active a signal. No, it's still draining off. Run around this side real quick. It's still running, but it's only because it's fuel is still there, but that's going to be going down as we run out of deuterium and tritium. So we've got to figure out how to make sure that we're getting that quicker. Let's take this plug off real quick here. We're going to remove this plug, and we're going to put back on the this thing. This is the thermodynamic. This moves the heat from here to there. And then you can see that this thing is making steam like crazy. And it should be coming over this way. Actually, does it have water? I just realized I didn't have the water hooked up to it. No, I do have water hooked up to it. So it should be getting water. He's just boiling it off quick. This guy's not getting any steam? Yeah, he's getting steam. Why isn't he spinning? Why aren't you spinning, dude? Let's see this. Well, it's going back up now. This is going back up. Nope, it's going back down. 5, 6, 8, 9. So it's holding. It's holding here. Is what it seems like. What about you? Nope, this is going back up. I'm not sure, guys, as what's happening here. Are you getting water? This is the question. Are you... I mean, the sprinklers are getting water. I'm not sure if you're getting water quick enough, though. Let's look at your dissipated. Let's look at your statistics. Max water, max steam, superheater's 9, boil capacity. I mean, it looks like it's doing it. 61 millibuckets per tick. And that's being sent over here. Why aren't you spinning, though? What about you? Storing. Producing. No, he is producing. He's producing some 1.6 KRF. He's just not spinning. Is the problem. But he is definitely keeping us charged up, it looks like. So yeah, this guy doesn't need deuterium. he gets the two fuels and he injects them and then creates the DT fuel himself. The reason you need that hook up there, the way I did that, is so you can get the initial DT fuel to trigger this. But let's look at our power system here. Yeah, we're draining off this battery like crazy. We're not getting nearly enough. So what we really need to be doing is, instead of that, let's hook the plug up to it real quick. You see, he's not draining the energy, so that's why he's not running down. But if we hook the plug up to this, right, instead of this, for now, give me another plug. Give me one of you is fine. And we hook this up here. You'll notice that we're instantly full on those batteries. Like, they just fill up immediately. But it's at this point that we're probably burning fuel quicker than we're making it. Right? So if we look at these now, they're probably going down. No, they're still going up. That's okay. Okay, we might be okay on fuel then. What about on this side? 2, 3, 4. Oh, we're still going up. So maybe nighttime's going to be our only problem, because these things are solar activated here. Huh. I don't know. I guess we wait a little while and see. This might be producing enough power for us for ever. Though we can get more power if we make these big. So I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go F9. I'm going to look at the chunks. Right? And I think we're going to build us 17 by 17 by 17 tall turbine and put it over here somewhere in that chunk right there. Maybe we'll make that a full-on turbine, like a giant turbine, and then we can pump the steam out of this guy and put it into that guy. Well, actually, we're probably going to make a big boiler too. We'll probably do like a boiler and that there or something. We'll see. So yeah, looks like power might be handled again at this rate. I'm gonna take one more look at the fuel. Yeah, I mean, this is still going back up. That's all we really need to see, is that going up, right? As long as he's not burning fuel quicker than he's using it, we should be okay. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so there's one more piece we have to cover, and that's better storage. Right now our flux tank is great, but it doesn't store enough. In that there's so much production happening that you lose a ton of it because it's just time not being stored. So we're going to make what's called an induction matrix. That is the next part of mechanism that stores energy, and it stores it in huge amounts, right? Like, we can store the cells alone. Let's see. This thing can store 204 like giga RF, which is huge compared to, like, you know, the M there. But these recipes are like, this one needs this one, right? And then this one needs this one. And so basically the recipes that we're going to make are induction cells, casings, which are some steel, and this energy tablet, right? We've seen the energy tablet. The ports, which I'm not going to make a recipe for these. I can make these manually, but that's just elite control circuits and some casings. Then we get into the cells themselves, and these are the things that store the energy. And they're lithium dust, energy tablets, and these basic energy cubes, which are steel casings, these energy tablets, and some redstone and stuff like that. And then you get into the next level, which is the next energy cube up versus, you know, using the other ones before that. So it's basically just kind of a whole, like, you know, you build a bunch of these to make this, sort of like with a lot of the other stuff we see. All of that is perfect for auto crafting, because otherwise you got to try and keep the numbers in your head and everything, and you can't. It's a mess. So we have recipes. You see when I hit shift, those recipes look like something. The only thing it doesn't, these energy cubes for some reason don't have an icon when you hold shift. But I've got the energy tablets, I've got the casings, I've got the steel casings to make those. I've got the cells here that will store the energy. I've got the batteries here, or whatever they're called, what they called, energy cube. Yeah, that go into making these, and then these are induction providers. So these actually handle like how much, they talk about how much you can transfer. So the more of these have, or the bigger that you have these, the more energy you can transfer per tick. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start off by looking at putting all these in here, and I've thrown a couple more interfaces here. I think this will work. I think. We'll see. All right. And then here, and then we should be able to then order these. Since these are touching the computer, they have the ability to touch that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to make a huge energy storage, like absolutely huge. I'm talking like 17 by 17. It's going to be nutty. It's going to be so big. So what do we need for the base of this thing? We're talking, what, like 289 cells? That might be more than we need, though. Maybe I should build a storage. You know what I'm going to do? Instead of getting stupid with this, I'm actually going to go and look and see what we've got space for. Not that room. This way here. I need to clean this passageway up and make it nice to get over here. But I think what we'll look at is making it as big as this room -1. So we're talking, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. No, that's 17. Huh. Okay. So maybe we do it 17 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do a 13 by 13 cube is what we'll do. And then we'll have to look at this and be like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know how big this needs to be. Actually, how much do we even need to store? These are all good questions. I'll figure it out, and then I'll be back. Alright, so I realized that to build these massive structures that I plan to build, we're going to need a lot more of this osmium. So we came here to the beneath, and the great thing about what we're doing now, what we have done, is because of the amount of power we do have, which we currently have no power issues anymore, you can come in here, and what I'm doing is I'm putting my chunk borders on. See, you can see it, and the yellow line is the center of the chunk, and then I can put my digiminer down. I can hit my flux point on there. Boom, and I've got this set to disable limit, so it doesn't bother with a limit. And then we can tell this guy, remember in our config, we've got osmium on there now, so we can come here, we can do start, and this thing will just pull up all of that really quickly. We can even help it along with the old time in the bottle. And if you look, well, I guess time in the bottle doesn't help that much. Not everything works well, but we can also take a peek while we're here. Let's look at our connections down here. And you can see that the gargantuan, this thing is pulling 336,000 RF a tick, but it's not even moving the needle really. Our energy stored just immediately goes right back up because of the giant friggin' power system that we've built now. Alright, so I've been in here mining osmium like for days, and I'll be honest, I just cannot keep up with the amount of osmium that this mechanism stuff wants. Like I've got grids and grids and grids of rows underneath here where I've been getting it from top to bottom using the digiminer, which it's a great tool, but I just found something, I just read about something called an osmonium. Like if you do osmium seed, there is no osmium seed, but there is something called an osmonium seed. And apparently if we do some crossbreeding, we've got to get some of these seeds and some of these seeds, and then we do some crossbreeding, we can actually get osmonium seeds. And I think this gives us osmium nuggets, so we might be able to do a couple of these and then start growing osmium at the levels that we need. So we're going to go home and try that. I'm going to set up for that and see what we can do. In the meantime, I just wanted to show you guys, because I haven't showed you to this yet. This is what the night vision on this helmet looks like. If you turn it on, because it's an on-off thing, so if I turn it on, look at that. How awesome is that? Like, you can see pretty much everything. Like there's no more fog, there's no more darkness. It's got a yellowish, greenish tint to it, and then you know the background turns purple, which is fine. But this is great because you can fully like see in the dark completely, and you can turn that on and off as you wish, which is pretty awesome. Anyways, let's go home. I'm going to show you a few things here that I have been doing while I've been working up this. Well, hi, it's a pigman invasion. Too bad you guys are too dumb to open the doors. Alright, so I've been setting up for these matrices, these things, these inductions, and I've decided what I was going to do is I was going to do 4 induction casings, and that way I can partition my power if I needed to. Like I could say you're all for, I don't know, a digital miner or whatever, and then you're all for mob spawners or whatever. Either way, there should be enough for everything. But like I said, what I realized is that the osmium is insane, the levels that we need. So let's say we wanted to craft, at least at what I'm trying to do, because I'm trying to do the best right up front, right? So if I wanted to craft, I don't know, let's say 18. I wanted to craft 18 of these, which is the way I've got these set up, these 5x5 guys here, is I would do 18, 2 rows of the cells, and then 2 rows of the, or 1 row of the other, whatever the other thing is called, the thing that allows transfer. And if I was just to do 20, for example, and do next, where is it at? Where did it go? See? That actually doesn't look so bad there, but it's like hundreds of thousands, or thousands of osmium I'm seeing that I need to craft these things. It's really, really crazy. Was that did I do the ultimate there? Maybe I didn't do the ultimate. Because yesterday when I tried to do the numbers that I knew I would need for all 4, it was like thousands. Ultimate energy cube. Okay, let's say we needed 18, we'll just call them 20 each. So 20, 40, 60, 80. We needed 80 of these ultimate energy cubes. Alright, that doesn't look that bad. That's crazy. It makes me look like I'm imagining things. It must be other things going on too, like steel casings or whatever. But if you look at this other thing, this provider, is that what they're called? Yeah, the providers. Let's look at the ultimate providers. Ultimate induction provider. Let's say we wanted to do 20, 40, 60, 80 of those. 20, 40, 60, 80. Yeah, okay. Because it'd be 20 per, basically 18 per, but whatever. And you can see osmium dust missing 35k. That's what it was. It wasn't the cells, it was the providers that was insane. To craft 37,000 of these. And we're missing that much. Because just you get into the batteries and stuff that need the powers for this, it just goes off the rails, basically. So, what I've decided to do is we're going to grow osmium before we do this. We may do 1 of these. Right now I've crafted enough for 1. If we go look at this. Ultimate energy cell, where are you? Did we not? I thought we did. Let's do induction and see what that looks like. I thought I'd had this done. Oh god, is it still running? That's why it's still running. This stalled at something, and I don't know what. I'll have to figure out what this stalled at. But this was like a 3-hour. It stalled at 2 minutes for some reason. We'll have to go figure out why that stalled. But you can see, yeah, that's gonna be the plan. Is 4 big batteries, big energy storage. And let's take a peek at this other thing that I did. The other problem I was seeing was steel. We need a lot of steel, and I had a method for steel, but you see these are gone now. What I figured out was that steel can be crafted in the induction smelter pretty quickly with coal, and so we added a recipe to that. So if we look at the recipes, where are you, steel? We'll probably just do steel. So there's a recipe now which basically does 1 coal, grinds it up into pulverized coal, sends in an iron ingot, we get a steel ingot out. So I can do all the steel that I'm going to need that way. And right now, if we look, we've got, what do we have available? steel ingot, unless, yeah, I've got 11,000 because I did like 10,000 at once yesterday. And then a third thing that I wanted to show you guys was one of the big stalling points for me is sand, because you need a lot of glass for things. And sand, I don't have a lot of sand, or I didn't have a lot of sand. If you look now, I now have 77,000 sand, and it should still be going up. And the way I got that was I co-opted these. I turned it off from making coins for the moment, and I put... See this? I put this ender chest here, and you see sand is going in. These things here, these material stonework factories, you can actually, if you click these buttons down here, you can change the mode on them, right? So let's just turn that off real quick. And let's turn that off real quick. So right now it makes cobblestone, and then that gets moved in. That's the first level. You can say, hey, make me a furnace mode, and what it's going to do is it's actually going to turn that cobblestone into stone like it went through a furnace. So that'd be the second mode. Or you could say, do a 2x2 craft. And what the 2x2 craft is going to do is nothing for cobblestone, as far as I can tell. But grind mode, it'll grind that cobblestone into gravel, right? A 3x3 craft, does that give us anything? Nope. Okay. So, grind mode, grind it up. Well, what if we want to take that and grind it up further? If we set this to grind mode, now it becomes sand. So these four guys are now producing sand for me, so I could get a nice buildup of sand. So that's helped a lot with speeding things up, because then I don't have to worry about my grinders being taken up with having to make sand all the time. And so yeah, that's that setup. So I guess what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna figure out what the setup is for making these osmonium seeds. Let's put an A on that, so it's over here. And then I'll bring you guys back when I get that set up.